Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as we have a chat with just some people that we found out in the middle of an island, and they have lots of good stories to tell. The villain rises as if this were his cue. Ack, you have no idea. Here we go. No, Wachka? Right, shakes her head at you. Brought this on yourself. We're gonna hear a story. Franco ignores her. Where would one begin the recounting of our journeys? The tale of the tentacle terror of Thane? The sordid story of the seamstress of Salona? The perilous perfidy of the Polpovir? No, not the Polpovir. I read about them in a book in the first game, and they're mean. No. He believes he's a chanter, Wachka says, but what he makes up in enthusiasm, he lacks in talent. Quiet, you old battle axe, he looks at you. I'd be happy to expound over dinner if you're staying. Sure, let's eat and rest. You eat with the explorers, sharing tales over the dying fire. Eventually, you call it a night, and they offer you a fallen comrade's tent for the evening. Waking up, you thank the group and take your leave. They wish you safe travels. Oh. That was quite alright. That is a thing that just happened. It was okay. It was all good. And we can go down there and get ourselves killed, as we were gonna do last episode. And in fact, the original idea was to come in here first. I didn't expect to find people up there, and we found the giants in the mountain and all the people that didn't like the giants in the mountain, and we slept with them. Oh no, not with them. I didn't ask. Oh no! What the heck? Okay. Well. Yeah, so this is worse than I was expecting, to be honest. I saw them getting into a desert, and I was like, this is like a boss place, isn't it? Well, it's worse, yeah. Oof. Why did you lie to me with the two skulls over? Why? Did you lie to me, game? Did you lie to me just now? Something I can do. He's so far away. The wall, no, that's a different thing. Okay, we can buff. Sure. Hello, sir. Excuse me. He doesn't seem upset. I think he's upset. Okay, protections. Protections a lot, and let's see. Shields of the Faithful. That's a friendly AoE. Let's go for it. So, he's immediately smart. No, somebody's smart. Okay, I don't know that this is gonna go well, though. Let's see. I'm gonna need you up here. Did you reload? Okay, so I want you back here. So, Shield of the Faithful. Come on, let's do this. It is pretty big. Or pretty small, I should say. Let's do it like this. And see if I can bring you up over here. Yeah, you guys don't need it, so it's fine. Just keep at it. So I have some things that I can do. So this sets the frightened. What that guy has, we're never gonna get through. Yeah. That is way too much. That is way too much defense. That's not fair. It did not apply. I think it's changing. Yeah, Ishiza's not gonna last too long. Okay, well let's get some of these over here. 23%. That's not too bad. 23% chance to hit is not too shabby. It's fine. Okay, so you're gonna do the wall, and we are gonna try and not fumble this too much. What is the? It's the penetration is awful. Oh my god, we're never gonna get through this then. Yeah, this is just not doable. Yeah. I mean, what's the chance here? 32. Are we doing any damage? We're doing slow damage. Just don't turn on to KO. Yeah, but this is not gonna happen.
I'll land the next one.
The what are you doing? Oh, that looks great, but it is our death We are not doing it. Oh, that sucks, actually. That is a bad thing. I don't like it. Okay, so we have an autosave over here. Let's get out. So, this is super high level. This is probably for maximum level, the fully upgraded team as well. Like, that is just 180 defenses and whatnot. That's not alright. I don't need to see it again. I'm pretty sure that thing would make a crater because of the weight. But then again, it can't be too heavy, otherwise it just, you know, dig into the floor, into the sand anyway. Okay, well, we'll come back. Boy. How will I even mark this place? Can you do that? And also, it's a super lie right there. What the heck is that thing over there? That's where we are, yeah. Yeah, we can't mark this on the map. It's not a feature. Is it a feature? I don't think it is. Let's get out. We're good. We don't need to die there. Why does it show that, though? I wonder why. I don't fully understand. I thought maybe we'd get... Okay, there's some things up here. I thought maybe we'd get things like ads or something that would lower the average level of each area, but no. Did we not come in here? Oh yeah, that's the trader. Right, I remember that. Okay, moving on then. Carl's Bane over there. I remember that one well enough. Are we on fast mode? We were on fast mode. And we're also healing our team. So, yeah, I think it's basically at the corners of each... Maybe. I actually don't remember where the difficult one was up here. I think maybe it was over here in Outcast's Respite. And it wouldn't make sense if that was the case, because it would be an asymmetrical thing and all the sort of stuff, just having terrible fights at the corners. For those of you that enjoy that sort of stuff, and I do enjoy it. Well, if I win, I enjoy them. Otherwise, I don't. Not that much. So we're gonna go back later. We're absolutely going back later. Don't worry about it. Some repair supplies over there, and we're making good way. That shipwreck needs to be accessed from the inside of the island. We're probably gonna need to travel in the... Yeah. It's fine. We're gonna do it. I don't think we've ever done it on camera, though, but I did it off camera, and I lost a bunch of hull. The clouds darken in the distance, piling one atop the next as if in a battle for superiority. A vision-searing thread of lightning forks between sea and sky, followed almost immediately by a rib-rattling crash of thunder. Vector swallows. God's alive, Captain. Did you offend Ondra herself? If that's not a manifestation of her fury, I don't know what it is. What is? I did offend Ondra herself, but it's been a while, and hopefully she has forgotten. The boat's Swain casts an eye across the deck. We shouldn't try to wait out a storm like that. A big wave is too likely to roll the whole damn ship and drown us all. Our best hope is to outrun it. Your crew looks to you. Your orders? I can ask for Takeu. No. Maya, can you and Ishiza help us scout the extent of the storm? You know what to do, stink feathers. Maya launches the bird off her arm. Ishiza spreads his wings and lets the winds carry him higher until he's a distant red-blue speck. Shielding her eyes, Maya watches his flight patterns carefully. Captain, this one's brewing to get ugly. Take us a week to break free of it. Ishiza lands on Maya's arm and pecks her cheek affectionately. Okay, well, grappling hook then. Oswald, take this line and lash yourself to the wheel. I don't want you going overboard. With a grimace, Oswald accepts the rope and begins looping it through the spokes of the wheel and his own belt. Okay, that's good. Let's ascend deckhands. Let's see. So, I want everyone into the rigging. We need to reef the sails. The crew strikes some sails while folding others to reduce surface area. This dramatically improves a ship's handling in heavy wind. That's kind of cool. I don't know if I'm doing the right things, by the way. The crew ascend into the rigging, pulling lines and tying off the sails, diminishing the amount of fabric facing the wind before returning to the deck. Okay, that's enough for now. I can't do anything. Yeah, we're as prepared as we're going to get. Take us in. The clouds sweep over you, dominating the sky and hemming the sea beneath a roiling gray dome. The rain drums against the deck. Sweat beads on... or beds? No, beads. On Oswald's brow as the storm looms ever closer. We can't outrun this one, Captain. The wind calms, but rain pours from the sky as if the astute had come to rest beneath a waterfall. Rainwater sloshes across the deck and under the rails. I will keep everybody above decks, though. We're holding course. All hands on... Oh, we succeeded! I wasn't expecting that. Hats and cloaks turned against the rain. The crew guide the astute through the unending downpour. Then morale was lost. The storm rages on, showing no sign of subsiding. One day has passed. Water rises in the distance, a gargantuan swell that bends the sea around it. It bears down on you. God's alive, a hand mutters. So... Bring us about, I think we're big enough to go straight over the wave. Yeah, let's do that one. And we are indeed. Oswald points the bowsprit directly into the wave. The deck rises before you, water rushing past to either side of the ship. As the ship descends, or actually ascends into the wave, I suppose, you experience a moment of weightlessness before the astute pitches forward and plunges down the far side of the wave. The helmsman howls, though you're not sure whether in excitement or terror. The storm rages on, showing no sign of subsiding. Another, we're just losing some things, but that's totally fine, actually. The ship rocks interminably and unpredictably, and soon the crew clutch their heads or guts, bent double over buckets squeezed tight between their knees. The befouled grog scent of their sick thickens the air. Open the gun ports. The crew will feel better if they can see the horizon. Also, if they can feel the breeze, that also helps. The crew open the gun ports, moving to them both for a view of the sea and to be rid of the contents of their buckets. And we lose morale along with the contents of the buckets. And another day, the sea roils and the ship rocks as waves broadside the astute. The wind drives rain across the decks. Let's see, get everyone below decks. Let's see, so the wind drives rain across the deck. Actually, yeah, get everyone below decks and batten the hatches, lying a hull. The crew were lying a hull. The crew scurry about the deck as they make to hunker down below decks. And we take damage, which is fine, I suppose. Did we lose morale? We didn't lose that much morale, actually. The ship rocks interminably again, and let's get everybody up on deck. Fresh air should help. That seems to have done. The crew grumble as they climb up into the rain and wind, but they stop vomiting for the moment. Lovely! Okay, the storm rages on, showing no sign of subsiding. Another day passes, the ship pitches suddenly, and a monstrous wave strikes it directly across the deck. With a despairing scream, a Maney sweeps over the rail. Oh, no, you don't. Yep, grapple, rope and grapple. Kith overboard, grapple line, and mount a rescue. Line tied across the weight, Kager leaps over the rail and vanishes into the water. A few minutes later, the deckhand reappears, a sputtering Oswald held close. You help pull the sailors back onto the deck with a 3 deckhand. Wait, oh, that's because they were good, right? And of course we're losing supplies, but that doesn't matter. We actually gained morale on that. As if exhausted. Oh, that's because I think we did it. As if exhausted, the clouds finally calm, coming to rest like a thick blanket across the sky. The waves too end their trembling complaint. The astute finally sails easily. The crew lean against the rails and rigging, their faces haggard but relieved. The storm, it seems, has passed. So basically, I think I said I did it off camera the first time around. I don't think I did it off camera. I think I did it on camera, but it was on that stream where I respect the whole team. I think what happens is that for each day that you pass on the storm... Oh, we healed everything. That's great. Or in the storm, rather. Let's sift through this. Oh, nice shield over here. Is it special? You find an abandoned dhow, half buried in the sand. Wind whistles through gaping holes in its hull, making the sun-bleached wood creak and moan. Unopened cargo crates lie scattered around the wreckage. And I sift through the wreckage and find unusual object tucked away in a far corner of the hole. That's not how it works. After spending a few minutes digging it free from the wreckage, you discover it's actually a poleaxe of especially fine make that glitters with a strange internal light. That's because it's Adra. It looks like Adra, doesn't it? From the sea song Lord Darren's Lads. That's basically the description. It's just a sea shanty, which might be one of the ones that we hear sing in the boat. So basically every day you make a check, or there's an event, and there's a chance. And there's a chance that, you know, different options will do different things, and that's just how it works. Okay, we're still repairing our hull, but that's not really that much of a problem. We should actually look at how things are doing right now. So we have a boatswain, that's Beodul. Boatswain is up here, right? That's Vector. Man, Vector did a good job there, spotting this thing. Good job, man. And then we have deckhands being good. Who was it that fell up overboard? Chitupak? Imani? Was it Imani that fell overboard? I think so. No, they're cannoneers. Right, our deckhands are up here. Mother Sharprock Krager. Right. Or Kager. I'm sorry. 8 year names. It's complicated. So basically, yeah, it's a check, and you need to read the description. Well, you don't need to read the description. You can blind shot it like I did, which is I did it on camera as well. So you can go and pause back in the video if you care, which you shouldn't because it doesn't really matter. But they're pretty good. I didn't want to experience it for the first time on the stream though, because it felt like a pretty important thing. I think we're arriving finally at the expansion content, the Dead Flow. But that's written in a weird way as well. The flow. Are we losing? We're losing. Oh no, we're losing a repair. We're not losing ship hull. Okay, yeah. That's not. That's good. It's good. The Harbinger's Watch. Harbinger. Is that Barath? Is that related to Barath? I don't know. Also, that's Edir, Palagina, and Aloth. Right there. And that dragon over there, I would say it's an Arctic dragon. That's the worst dragon. It's not the worst dragon. The worst dragon are the bog dragons. Oh, this is a soulbound weapon. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. What do you have? Lance of Meadwood Stag. I hope I didn't enchant this one. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. The good thing about, well, the way I use this, so I have a quarterstaff and I have a pike. The poleaxe does not have range. So that sucks. That just basically sucks. I like soulbound weapons. Give me all the soulbound. Forever. Bolting strikes 10% chance on hit with weapons to activate lightning strikes. That's just lovely. That just adds nice things. Recovery time is a bunch. I mean, I could give that to him. It's a nice weapon over here for slash. And he's currently on piercing. Which is another thing. I didn't even pay attention to that big giant's resistances or anything. I saw those resistance numbers, or rather defense numbers, and I was like, yeah, that's not happening. And it wasn't. Either way. I mean, no matter how hard I would have tried, nothing would have gotten through that. I could have tried harder, is what I mean to say, but anyway, it's good. We have an exceptional weapon over here without being bound, which is nice. There's some weapons in the first game that when you before you bind them, they're like super bad. There's one specific weapon that is super bad. That's on purpose. I think I think it's not that bad when you don't have it bound, but then when you bind it and you upgrade it, it becomes worse and worse. And then at the end, it's really good, but you need to get past that hump, which is a pretty cool mechanic. I like it a lot. That was a fun thing. Okay, so he's nice, but honestly, well, the problem is, I mean, yeah, we're just not gonna use that weapon. It's a shame. I would like to have used it. So we're currently in Harbinger's Watch. Harbinger, an honored guest, the Beast of Winter. A group called the Harbingers of Dusk have invited me to a feast. Oh, this is lovely. In my honor at Harbinger's Watch in the Dead Flow. Oh, that's what it is. So I don't know who they are or exactly what they are celebrating me for, just because I'm lovely and an amazing person. I hope this is connected to the first game, although I doubt it because it's a DLC. Of the 5 I think this game has. A wet, heavy thud draws your attention to a figure standing atop the icy cliff. Light glints off a cleaver. Cleaver? Yeah, he holds readied overhead. The blade arcs downward, evoking a fine red mist that hangs upon the frigid air. The kith straightens as his gaze finds you, then he fixes you with a single pointed finger from a blood-stained hand.
It is you! Come at last!
It is me! How kind of you to notice.
God, what your fellow traveler! A day of glory this turns out to be. First auspices of a visitation, then the arrival of the Dusk Speaker. Truly I hear the call of winter.
It's Rimmergrand. It's gotta be Rimmergrand. For him to say the Gotchvatch, oh my god. It must be. Because Rimmergrand is also the hardest god to pronounce. Did you just call me the Dusk Speaker?
Can't fault your hearing.
Also, the god of dusk. Who's the god of dusk? Would that be Barath? So, what's the call of winter?
You know, the final chorus. The lure of nothing. The dusk of being. The part in each of us that knows when the end is coming. That point after which struggle is meaningless. And what remains is only prelude to naught.
Or the reloading of a previous save. Yes, it is Rimmergrand.
Vatnir, our mentor, foretold your coming. He described you perfectly from toes to top. Praise be to Rimmergand.
Well, Vatnir's the one who sent me this letter. The man squints down at the paper before nodding vigorously.
Come in, Dusk Speaker, come in. Be sure to speak with our mentor Vatnir. He's down in the chapel in the middle of the settlement.
Okay.
The Dusk Speaker has arrived.
Thaw the meat and uncask the beer. Everybody's very happy. This reminds me a lot of well, of the expansion in the first game, because it was also in the snow. It was also people giving me very offbeat dialogues in the first in the expansion of the first game, and this one is as well, although not as much. This game does use I say offbeat, I mean just sort of non-traditional structure for dialogue. In the sense that we didn't initiate it, mostly. That's the vast part of it. We have an... These
I
are...
always thought of the beast as having 4 legs.
An aurochs, yes. But with the torso of a man.
Exactly. Wait, what say? How can God have torso of man and body of orcs?
He is a god. He can be anything.
Take that, atheists. Ooh, nice meat right there. Yeah, it does make some... I mean, it's I mean, how would you... That's a good question, though. I mean, it's complicated, isn't it? Anyway. This sculpture, carved from a block of ice, towers over a Glamfellan woman. Glamfellan... I believe that is... simply from the country east of the Irwood, I think. Anyway, she moves about the sculpture, a chisel in one hand, a mallet in the other. Her scrutiny clings to it as if it might melt. Excuse me. She turns to you, her snow-white eyebrow arching over an amethyst eye.
Yes? What is it? Well, ain't she just a basket of warm and welcome?
Shodi rubs her arms against the chill. That's, certainly something. What is it supposed to be?
Do you jest? Or was that your idea of an insult? It clearly represents Rimergand, the beast of winter, the final god. Obviously.
Right. I see it now, clearly, obviously. This is an interesting line, though. I thought, it really doesn't matter, but I'm still gonna say because I want to see what she has to say. I thought Rimmergand was less of a man Aurochs and more of an Aurochs. Have we seen a Rimmergand actually? Yeah, let's go with that.
Because the gods are limited to a single form.
Elthas
Is there something you need?
Elthas is definitely limited to a single form. I don't suppose you can tell me about this iceberg?
Other than that it grows wider each moon and will in time swallow the whole of Eora?
That's because Rimmergand is also the god of frost. I think we could see that over there. Bad luck, famine, natural disasters, cold. There it is. Also the god of entropy. Although I think it's not the scientific type of entropy, it's the just colloquial type of entropy, which is, people usually mistake entropy for a thing that it isn't because it's used wrongly in popular culture so often. Basically, entropy is what allows you to feel temperature, and it works both for cold and for warmth. It's kind of complicated as well, because even in science it has multiple levels where you can talk about it, and I am not a scientist, so don't look it up on Wikipedia. Other than that, yeah, I suppose.
No, I cannot. 'Tis the will of the beast of winter, and not for me to question.
Where did you learn to sculpt? The elf crosses her arms.
From my mother. She taught me many things. To shape the ice, to hone an obsidian blade, to clean the carcass of a seal.
Huh. What brought you to this outpost?
I am a creature out of place. Few respect art in the white that wins if it doesn't serve a function, if you can't carry it with you. Elsewhere, there would be little interest in an artist whose work is made to melt. Only here is its impermanence understood. Here, the final song crescendos into its final verse.
I thought maybe it wouldn't melt here. I don't know how cold this is, especially with a god looking after it. Anyway, I should be off, because I'm not going to ask her that other question. Anyway, that's going to be that for today. We are going to continue exploring this iceberg, apparently. Apparently it is an iceberg. Would we be able to tell that? How would we know if it's got earth underneath? Anyway, that's going to be that for today. I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pillars of Eternity 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.